What up, y'all? Welcome to another episode.
Put the bridge down. I feel like busting loose. Give me the bridge now. I feel like busting loose now.
There's only this because in boxing, one punch can change it, no matter who you are, no matter how good you are.
I love her because she from the hood though. From the hood though. She like really from the hood.
Loose make you feel fine. Talking about busting loose.
That Stott said Nate will never live that down. No, he won't. But it's not about, it's about how he gets up.
They doing that Wakanda scene when they was just like,
It's about your heart because you can get knocked down so many times and people can make fun of you, but it's about their resilience.
want to welcome everybody to Ringside this Thursday. How y'all doing? I hope everyone is doing well and everything is going well in your life. We are here, Ringside with Ray and Prince, man. Ray, how you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. Good. Sports has been good this week.
Man,
got some basketball with Bron and the Warriors going back and forth, the Knicks and Miami going back and forth, boxing heating up. Man, we in a good space right now.
Man, we in a really good space right now, man. Like everything is on edge. I don't know why, but it seems like this NBA Finals is heating up, man. Everybody's at 3-2. Everybody's at 3-2. You got the Philly and the Celtics. You got Denver and the Suns, the Lakers and Golden State, Miami and the Knicks. Everybody's at 3-2. So, today our topics, man, we're gonna talk about what's gonna happen this week, man. Boxing. Oh, we got a lot of stuff that's happening.
The Charlo brothers. Charlo's talking about Canelo. He's like, man, this B can't beat me.
He said this B can't beat me after the last fight he had.
Ooh, okay.
H-Town, baby, that's that SWAT. I'm from that Southwest A-League, Texas. And so I'm representing him from the Charlo brothers, man. So I think that'll be a really good fight. I'm looking forward to something like that happening. He feels like he is the greatest. He was talking about how he wanted to go against the greatest. And so I think that'll be a really good fight. So I'm looking forward to something like that. What about you?
I'm happy about that. I'm happy about the boxers starting to want to fight each other. You had Devin Haney was on All the Smoke. He was talking about he want to fight everybody. All these cats talking about they want to fight each other now.
Nah, so, I know.
I love to see it, man. The boxing game is changing up. It's hopefully going back to how it used to be. And here, it was respect. It's about out of the game. Who do you want to say that I'm the baddest man in the era or in my division or around here?
For me, I think Tank is still, one of the best. But I know we got Shakur and Haney, and between those three, I don't even know who my number one would be, man.
Man, Canelo told Tank Davis because Tank was like, "I'm the face of boxing." So Canelo said, "Look, I'm still fighting." He's like, "What do you mean you the face of boxing?" So I like the competition because that's what it was built upon back in the day, man.
Yeah.
It was competition. And got the cats that were scared to lose and didn't want to fight the best. I got to protect my record.
Right.
I can't lose.
Right.
So, I'll fight this guy instead of this guy because he might have a chance at making things a little tougher on me. But you do have that mix of Devin Haney. Mm-hmm. You have Gervonta Tank Davis, and then you have my man Shakur Stevenson, all in a spectrum where they could fight each other. Yeah, I think Tank feeling himself after that Ryan Garcia fight.
Wow, man, that's Ryan Garcia.
I definitely think that he will say, okay, I'm going to take on whoever comes right now and look at the money fights because he was with TMT, the money team. So now he probably thinks, okay, here, I am that cat. So he's going to say, okay, I'll take the fight. Just the money has to be right, and I have to be the guy.
We're going to see who that guy is. I think Tank can beat all of them, in my opinion. He's going to be my number one. My number two would be Shakur, and my number three would be Haney.
Number one, then you got Shakur Stevenson, and then Devin Haney in that crew.
Yeah.
I think Shakur can beat all three of them. I mean, all of them can win.
Yeah. Right.
I just think from watching Shakir Stevenson, his style, how he breaks opponents down
Yeah.
and fights, and he's just slick, and he's a student of the game, man. I mean, so I think that his style could cause problems for either one of them. So
He has that range. He has that range. He gets in the ring, and he's always about that long range. Like, I hit you, but you can't hit me. So like that's a skill, that's a science, and he has it down to a science. He has it down to an art, man.
what do you think about Haney and Lomachenko coming up this weekend? I mean, that's gonna be a fight. I mean, Loma ain't no punk.
Lomachenko ain't no punk, baby.
Well, Haney on top of his game right now, and I think his speed and his boxing skill is going to cause an issue for Lomachenko
Yeah.
if he stays in circles the way he needs to circle, giving those angles and just boxes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what he does. He doesn't go and try to knock nobody out, but that is where he is. So I think I give the edge to Devin Haney over Lomachenko right now.
Simone said, I think he might be too small. We're going to have to see. We're going to see.
Same thing they thought about Tank versus Garcia. And I'm not saying that Ryan Garcia is in the league of Lomachenko, but, sometimes the more skilled fighter is going to take it.
I felt that Tank did expose him a little bit. It just made him seem like he was just a one-dimensional boxer, which I know he isn't, but still, he's been practicing a one punch for a very long time, and that's what he was looking for in terms of knockout. And so Tank already knew, how he was going to set him up in the fight. He also had his arm out, his jab arm out just to check the range, just to see where so he threw that punch 3 times, and the third time, Tank hit him and knocked him on the ground. I don't see Garcia actually in the ring with these other fighters because he might get touched up in the same way.
Garcia need his time to recover, to go figure out what he's doing with his life. Everybody, you get the fighters that's talking about, this man quit in the ring. I think he gets shot. I'm not saying that he quit. I'm not saying, but I am saying that he might not have won the fight no more. But it's funny because De La Hoya had that same thing against my name Bernard Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins hit him the same shot, and De La Hoya went down and didn't get back up. So,
hey man, what you think about this fight that's happening in Saudi Arabia? Tyson Fury fights Usyk, and then the co-main event will be Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder. I think Tyson Fury, if this fight goes down, he'll get $100 million. Usyk will get $50 million. Anthony Joshua will get $80 million. Deontay Wilder will get $50 million. Man, I think they need to go ahead and do this and retire after this.
I love to see it. A big night of fight, big night of boxing. Put the big boys out there, heavyweights. Wilder and Joshua. Ooh. Usyk, Fury. Ooh. That could be something cool to see that out there. We'll bring Ringside over to Dubai. We'll do it over there.
We will.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
This weekend, we got Danny Garcia. He's jumping back into the ring, man, for the middleweight title, August 5th at Barclays in Brooklyn. What do you think about him? I think he's fighting Landy Lara.
Yeah, Landy Lara, man. Both of those fighters were at the top of their game for a minute. Though they're trying to get back into contention to where they need to be.
Yeah.
So it'll be an interesting fight. So you're not talking about the top tier, but you're talking about the cats who are right there, the number 1, number 2 challengers. Those kind of cats that are veterans, and they like, okay, here, this is an eliminator.
Yeah, man. This is they're older, but I think this gonna be a really good fight, man. I think this is going to be a really good fight. So today, you got the full 2023 NFL regular season schedule will be released today.
You got the Falcons versus Jaguars in London.
There we go.
You got Jaguars, Bills, and Tottenham over in the UK. Ravens and Titans in the UK. And then you have the Colts and Patriots in Germany. So football is real international with it right now.
And I guess they're promoting, making sure that they can reach the world globally, make football a global sport. it's funny because when you go to other countries, people will look at football, American football, as like a very barbaric sport, and a lot of people don't like to participate in it. But now they're starting to find some type of attraction in it, and they want to be a part of it. So I want to see how this is going to pan out. But obviously, the NFL has really been pushing this, so we'll see how this year goes with all of these players playing in London. So they get a chance to see Lamar Jackson over there, and who was other people? Yeah, that's it, just Lamar Jackson.
You got the Falcons who got a high-powered offense with like 97 running backs in the backfield.
Look, Amazon said the NFL will also announce all the international games today. The first ever Black Friday game. I don't know what that means, but they said select the individuals games on Wednesday. So they'll be having some NFL games on Wednesday. So man, they're basically trying to monopolize the whole week in terms of football. So they're gonna have some Monday night games, some Wednesday night games, a Black Friday game, and the Sunday game. They're looking to unravel a lot of stuff in the NFL. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen this year.
Man, how you feel about the fact that they're putting all these games on different days? So now they talk about Wednesday games, Black Friday games, Thursday games. Taco Tuesday game. They trying to have everything on here, man.
All right, I think it's a little too much because it's a brutal sport. It's a brutal sport, but at the same time, you still have a lot of players that want to get into the game and play and prove themselves. So they're going to have to figure out how they can open up some more roster spots because a lot of these players are going to get injured quicker because of not enough rest time. So if for me, how do I feel about it? I don't think that they should add this many days of the week to play football. But I understand for those football fanatics that's listening that that people want to see their football, and I get it. But man, you got to understand these players are human beings, and so they need to rest. But seeing football Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday, like you won't really have any time to do work anymore because you'll be distracted by watching all the football games. I don't know if it's sustainable, man. That's a lot of wear and tear on the body. And again, you're gonna have to bring in more players in order to replace the injured players. That's why I don't think it's really that good.
You got the USFL and you have the XFL that are doing their thing
Right.
too. So there's going to be a ton of players that are coming from there that are looking for an opportunity to go to the big leagues.
Yeah.
So maybe they saying, okay, here, we're going to stop paying y'all all these big money salary contracts that are guaranteed, and we just going to have us a rotation of people that can come in and do some things.
But if you do that, how do you develop your superstar? Or does a superstar get developed in college because of this NIL deal, and all of these players are creating a name for themselves in college, and then as they go to NFL, they ride their name and their publicity.
I think the league wants to get away from having so many superstars, and the fact that Deshaun Watson got that fully guaranteed contract, the owners are colluding against everybody else to say no, we don't want to do that. That was part of the reason why Lamar Jackson had to fight and work.
Like, I want my guaranteed contract. That's what I'll tell somebody. Like, give me my money. I don't care. Look, well, we're gonna see, man. The rules are always changing for everybody. So everybody has to figure out how they can adjust to these new rules. I don't know if you guys remember the Bills punter Matt Ariza, who was from San Diego State University. And he got rape allegations against him, and so once they find out, he was with the Buffalo Bills, and they cut him. So now, and the sexual assault allegations against the former Bills punter Matt Ariza appear to have been completely made up based on the San Diego police investigation. That's really sad when it comes to something like that, and people don't forgive. People don't forgive.
I think that's going to be a move that's going to cause some issues. I think the league will rather move away from it than to hop in and try to give somebody an opportunity to redeem themselves, man. Hey, can we go to the NBA and talk about the NBA? It's hot in there right now.
Look, man, the NBA is hot. I'll just say this, man. The NBA is hot. Lakers is looking good. I hope they can close it out tomorrow night. But and AD did get hit in the face, but that doesn't mean that he's tissue paper, man. I think AD gonna come back. He's gonna do his thing, and we're gonna go from there, man. So the Lakers in Game 6, they had to close out in Game 6. If they don't, man, Golden State gonna win it in Game 7. That's all I gotta say.
You think so?
I think so. Look, Charles Barkley said it the best. He said, man, if you're in the league and you allow another team to win Game 6, then they're going to have the momentum to take it into Game 7 because they're going to end up going back to their home court. And you cannot beat Golden State in San Francisco, man. Draymond going to be Draymond. Steph going to shoot them threes from half court. Jordan Poole going to do what he do. And Wiggins, he gonna tear it up. So, man, Miami and the New York Knicks, man, that game right there is looking really good. The New York Knicks came out. They balled yesterday. They did a good job. Jalen Brunson, man, I mean, he out there playing the whole game, no breaks. He was in there balling the whole game. So if Miami don't close it out in Game 6, I think they can still win, but it's going to be a difficult win. So hopefully they can close it out. If not, the Knicks come back and they do their thing, man.
When you got an opportunity to step on somebody's neck and put them away, you got to put them away. The Knicks didn't have, this chance for a long, long time, man. They staved off the elimination, and now they back. They have a chance.
Yeah.
So same thing. I think you might be right too. If you don't put somebody away when you go home to your space and you have a lead, then you in trouble.
Man, you're in real big trouble.
You can't win Game 7 on the other team's turf. The Knicks will have home court advantage in Madison Square Garden.
That's it, man. The crowd gets involved. I'm looking forward to it, man. I think if the Lakers can close it out tomorrow, then they'll advance on to play Denver. Between Denver and the Suns, I think Denver might close it out tonight because the Suns do not have DeAndre Ayton. He ruled out for tonight with a rib contusion. Is Denver going to close it out, or can KD and Booker will the Suns back?
I think it's over. They need Booker to have this monumental game, an opportunity for them to even be in this situation. I think we're going to have maybe two Game 7s coming up. I think the rest of them going to be closeouts. Closeouts tonight and tomorrow.
I think the Celtics are going to push it to Game 7. I do. I think Denver is going to close it out. I think Miami going to close it out as well. They're some scrappy players. The Lakers, I hope that they close it out. That's all I'm going to say. I hope that they close it out. I don't think they can close it out with AD, but he's going to play. And so if AD play, they're gonna close it out, man. Because it's every other game, when AD has a good game. So let's go, baby, because ain't no stopping us now. I think the Lakers are gonna close it out, man. Before we close it out, we're gonna have to bring on our guest on here. If you don't know, now you know. We're gonna have to bring in the infamous, the greatest, Mr. George Lynch in the house, baby.
I'm representing the playoffs with 2 teams, man.
Hey, so you heard my conversation, man. What do you think the Lakers have to do to pull this off and not go into a Game 7?
I think their bench have to continue to play well. Walker, Reeves, Russell have to continue to put the pressure on the Golden State Warriors. I think the Warriors are an older team now, with Steph, playing a lot of games, Klay Thompson, Draymond. You have to continue to put the pressure on them by, when given an opportunity to run and attack, put as much pressure on them as possible.
Back when you were playing, what would you do with AD? Would you keep pushing him out of the paint and let him just shoot threes and stuff like that?
If I was playing against AD, I would constantly bang on him, get into his legs. When I came through the league in the 90s, I had older vets like James Worthy, Irvin Magic Johnson. They took all the tricks, in close combat when the officials wasn't watching. And I would use those against him because he's a finesse type player. He's not a Shaquille O'Neal type player who wants to contact and being physical.
Right.
So the more Draymond can push him off the block and touch him as much as possible, I think it plays to Draymond's advantage.
And Draymond has said he's the best defensive player of all time. And I don't know how he came out of his mouth with that, but he's plays well defense. He's been doing his thing. It's okay to say he does what he does. I think Draymond could have translated back into the 90s, the way he plays. He's a little physical.
Yeah. He reminds me a lot of mix between Dennis Rodman and Charles Oakley.
I was about to say the same thing, man. He gets in the player's head and he yell at them, he scream at them. That's that last era of the bully. You
can't trash talk, man. When we came through, you could trash talk and it's just noise. Now these kids get all sensitive and get into their feelings when you trash talk. Well, I think last game Kerr did a better job of playing him without Steph and Clay on the floor.
Right.
Which allowed him to be a little bit more aggressive offensively. I think when he's on the floor with Steph and Clay, he has to be selective in his shots. He can't play like he played during the regular season. And in watching the playoffs, a lot of the guys who had success during the regular season that are struggling in the playoffs, it's two different type of games.
Mm-hmm.
The playoff atmosphere, every possession counts. You can't take a bad shot. You can't turn it over. Miami has done a great job versus the Knicks playing playoff basketball, but they played that all year. The way they played, we're going to get a great shot. We're going to put the pressure on you when you turn it over. I understand and see why Miami is having the success against the Knicks because certain guys can't change their game from the regular season to a playoff type basketball game.
I think your other team, I think the Sixers have the Celtics on the ropes. Big Joel Embiid doing his thing, and even your man Harden has been spotty, but he had some big games when Joel was out. He had a big game, that 45-point game.
Yeah.
What do you think about the 76ers chances?
I think the 76ers has caught Boston in a situation where to me, it looks like the Celtics has lost the trust of the coach. Changed the way they played. They were more defensive minded. Now they're trying to be offensive minded. And to play against the Sixers, I think Doc, that first game when Harden was able to use pick and rolls and get everybody involved, it put the Celtics in a situation where, all five guys on the floor had to play defense. I think when Joel Embiid is on the floor, it's a little bit easier to guard because that there's going to be pick and roll. Embiid going to pop or roll to the rim. You can almost set your defense and be ready to rotate. I think with the way Maxey is playing, and Harden off the pick and rolls, the Celtics can't set their defense.
Do you think tonight the Denver Nuggets are going to eclipse the Phoenix Suns?
I hope not, man. I'm a big fan of KD.
Me too.
Being from the DMV, we both played for the same high school coach, and I appreciated his approach to the game. I'm hoping they can extend it one more game, but we'll see.
Yeah. What do you think that Denver has that Phoenix can't stop? Well, I know right now Phoenix is battling the injuries, but what do you think it is that Denver has that Phoenix can't?
They can't stop the Joker, man. I mean, if a guy give me 50 points, man, the next game we're gonna battle.
Yeah.
It's that mentality that he's capable of hitting threes. He's capable of getting to the post. What are you gonna take away from him? And he hadn't done a good job of taking anything from the Joker this far in the playoffs.
Yeah, the scariest team for me right now is Miami. They play sound. Jimmy Butler, and Bam Adebayo are just like on top of the game. They play consistent. I want to hear your thought process from them being as bad as they were in the regular season to being where they are right now. Do you think it was just the right matchups, or you think they actually found something?
I think Miami has played playoff basketball all year. Regular season, the NBA is kind of up and down, fast paced, and Miami has not pushed it. They were probably in the middle of the NBA as far as scoring, fast break opportunities, which is kind of like a playoff type basketball. And going into the playoffs, they had to fight their way into the play-in game. So they mentally, their mind was preparing to be successful in the playoffs. And they done things like, I'm going to stand here and take the charge. So, Giannis, if you're going to come down the lane out of control, I'm going to take the charge on you. Others stepped up taking charge. Jimmy Butler, so they are mentally built for the playoffs more so than the regular season. That's why I see that they're having the success that they're having. Now, the next round, whoever they play, whether it's Philly or Boston, it's a little different matchup for them. But I think Butler has done a great job of, leading the team, setting the tone. I just think New York, they're still young, not a lot of playoff experience, on their shot selection and following details. So, Miami is outplaying them and being outcoached.
I agree as well. So we got a comment from the audience. They said, do you think Jokic, he got snubbed for his MVP award this year?
Not sure because, I think the MVP got to play defense too. And if Phoenix could get, Andre back on the floor and put him in pick and rolls and dive hard to the rim, pressure on Jokic, they could turn that series around.
Here's my last question. I'm picking Philadelphia and the Lakers in the finals. What is your pick, George?
That would be nice. And if Anthony Davis can't stay healthy and stay on the floor, man, it'd be hard believing that they can beat Denver. If Denver come out of the Phoenix game, that they may match up better against Phoenix, the Lakers.
Yeah, I think so as well. Yeah, but my prediction, I think, is going to be so. I think the Lakers can beat Denver, but I think if Phoenix advances, I think Phoenix will beat the Lakers, and then it'll be Miami against Phoenix. Just KD and LeBron is going to be a real good battle, and I think KD will take it home. But I think if Denver wins, I think the Lakers may beat them. So that's my take on it, man. I just feel that
we have to get back on this podcast in the Western Conference Finals if that's possible.
Appreciate you, George. Thanks for jumping in last minute, man. We appreciate you and your insight.
Yes.
Always
Anytime.
All
right. George, peace.
All right.
Like you got the real insight, and George was very political on that on who he said was. I don't think he ever mentioned who he said is going to be in the finals.
He didn't. He was
just... George does live broadcast for the Charlotte Hornets. He does the broadcast for them, so he knows how to dodge an answer.
Right, man. He said, "I'd love to be back for the Western Conference Championship." Look, everybody, we appreciate you all for joining us for Ringside this Thursday with Ray and Prince. Ray, you got some words of wisdom for the people before we head out?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow up on what I did for Wisdom Wednesday, man, and just say, don't just make emotional decisions. Use your mind, use your heart. Make decisions out of facts and information that you have, of course, historical references and things that you know. So don't just get there because, as we've seen with some of these folks that are in NFL, political situations, like you make decisions out of you think this is something that you want to do right now, and it's not the right thing. So take a deep breath, pause, meditate, like Prince says, and make that right decision when you can.
Man, that was beautiful, man. Thank you for that, because I was going to segue into, make sure that you practice your meditation. As I said before, I put a post up. And I said, that we all have light within us, and where there's light, there's awareness, and in that awareness, that's where you find God. That's where you make your connection with God. So we have an energy, INNER capital G, and so that is your inner God. And once you make that connection with your inner God, you find that light within, and you find God without and everywhere else in your life. So make sure that you practice your meditation, spend time with yourself, know yourself more than anything else, so that way you can be comfortable with yourself and be comfortable in any space that you walk into, and make sure that you light up the room with that light that you're allowing to shine. So that's it for me. We appreciate you all. Thank you for everything. Thank you for joining us, your support. Make sure that you tell other people to subscribe to Ringside with Ray and Prince. Click the link, go to YouTube or on Facebook, anywhere. Wherever you can catch us, just catch us there. But make sure that you subscribe so you can get notification. Ringside with Ray and Prince. Every Thursday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Other than that, I'm done. Ray, you got anything else to say, man? Well, we out, y'all. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you later.